Hi, it's been a while, so let me give you a quick story time. Okay, so recently I got new ears. Yes, I got a brand new pair of ears. Now, what you might be saying is, Beth, are you serious? Well, I still have the set that I was born with that don't always work the right way. And there are sounds that I have not ever really heard that I'm just beginning to hear. What I'm talking about is I just recently got hearing aids for the first time in my life. I was born with narrowed ear canals and a few other issues and had a lot of surgeries on my ears. So, well, they finally measured me and I got all my test results and I got new hearing aids and I'm learning how to use the hearing aid control on my phone and things like that. And I can hear people, they can hear me. Phone calls tend to go through something called telecoil, where the sound goes basically through your head and directly to your ears or your hearing aids. It's fantastic, it's wonderful, I love them. I may end up dialing them up for holidays because they have things that you can put on the tubes, you know. Anyway, so just as I learned how to get used to them, because it is a very strange experience, silicone tubes, they kind of itch at first. You can't really have them in when you're doing your hair or, you know, using anything that like, you know, hairspray or dry shampoo or things like that. So I'd have to take them out and put them in the case if I were going to the beauty shop, things like that. So among the many things I'm talking about with disability awareness is disability appliances, aka brand new body parts, bionic body parts, thank you very much. So I'm still a bit of a disaster in, like, say, an extremely loud room where there's a lot of hubbub. So sometimes need a little bit of help in redirecting. There's a church not far away, and I heard the church bell and was basically like, did you know there's a church bell? Oh my gosh! And a few other things. Hail on a metal roof, rain, very interesting noises. Footsteps are fantastically strange. It's actually kind of fun. Music, I'm hearing it with clarity, and it's, gotta say, there are a few songs that still kind of hurt considering that everything's kind of amplified. But telephone calls, dude. My new phone, which I just bought myself as well, has the hearing aid functionality, so that really helps. And people can hear me, I can hear them, and it wasn't through a fire, which I had in my last apartment and was terrifying. And so basically I've got that. So another bit of progress, replacing all of the stuff that got ruined or that I lost. There's still a lot to go, and this is not even my permanent place yet, but it's getting there. So next up, things like, so here's your next step. You've got a temporary apartment towards everything. All you have to do is pay rent. We worked with you, blah, 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 blah. And we're not gonna be like your last landlord who put you in danger with a busted bathroom fan and mold. And the busted bathroom fan is what caused the fire. So, which I didn't actually hear because for some reason that could have been bad. So I'm thankful for that. The burns have disappeared. But hearing new sounds, and I'll probably be on there going, dude, I just heard this is the best thing ever. What the heck was even that? So there's that. And I now have 3 coffee pots. They're all French press for the time being, but I'm saving up for something for my actual permanent place. I'm might be here 6 months to a year, and there's a permanent place where I can have all sorts of privacy. And privacy is very important. Not in a very bad hotel. I'm not like I was. I'm still working on things and learning and things like that. But that's okay. But it's nice to have quiet and room to grow and things like that, and a place where I can study, a place where I can learn, and a place where I can get myself back on my feet, because there was a lot of stress. Now, living as a homeless person, as I did after the fire, with a disability from my epilepsy, also the hearing problem, one, I've noticed that a lot of people with disabilities definitely are more at risk. There's also more risk of sexual assault, which I also dealt with, which I'm still working through with a counselor. So basically they had a woman come in. I'm gonna call her Frida, Feely Frida, and yeah, that was a terrifying 12 hours of dodging her, trying to make sure that people were okay, and realizing that yeah. And I'm still gonna deal with that, I'm still gonna deal with the nightmares because of that, but things are getting a lot better. The food situation, because I can't eat gluten, was kind of bad because, you know, you kind of have to eat what you're given, but so I'm getting back off that. I can now buy my own groceries as long as I label them, and you know, I have fridge space, I have freezer space, I can buy soda, I can make coffee in a French press. I now own 3 French presses, but yeah. So people with disabilities, well, among them, I have talked about this before, have a higher risk of sexual abuse, also have a higher risk of being homeless or becoming homeless, having a difficult time finding apartments, dealing with landlords who are after the ka-ching, 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 and not really about the human being. And still going to school, and I will be talking about all the wonderful things. And I think when I get my dietetics degree and start my internship and start towards my license for, you know, becoming a dietitian, one of the things I want to do is help people with disabilities eat better, and also people who are homeless, and maybe work with people so that they can find allergy-friendly food that's nutritious, that so they're not in a bad place, so that they can actually get healthier and start on their road to recovery with proper nourishment, because that's also important, especially when you're dealing with stress. So good things are happening. It's just tiring. Anyway, you are loved, and take really good care. Bye-bye.